humiliation rituals to help curb the karmic response to celebrities. I was a cast member of a show called Punk'd. This is like 10 years ago, where we used to set up scenarios, and Ashton Kutcher would talk in my little earpiece, and we would humiliate celebrities. And at the time, I didn't understand the demonic forces in the world, so I just thought it was funny to like kind of, you know, knock celebrities down on their ass a little bit, try and make Justin Timberlake cry, shit like that. Good times. Now I understand the humiliation rituals are a way for them to curb their karmic situations. And a lot of them are living in a constant state of hell because of what they've done and who they are and what they participate in and what it does to the world. So, how tall is Ashton? Tall. Good guy. I like Ashton. I mean, who knows? He might be a warlock. People say that, but I always liked him. How do you know about Ireland 2040? Oh, I mean, all the muzzies that are planning on going there. Michael Jackson called it the media and fake history. Michael Jackson's still alive. And Michael Jackson paid the ultimate price to get out, which was mangling his own skin and disappearing. Because his dad molested him and his family, took his childhood, made him the star. When he was burned in that Pepsi commercial, that was the last time that Michael Jackson was ever seen. And then the other Michael Jackson, which clearly looks like a literal robot, came out. Different skin, different eyes, different chin. And people are just like, well, he has a lot of work done. That was a robot that couldn't grow hair. So I have like, you may still not believe it when I'm done. This isn't one of those things. I could be wrong. This isn't one of those things where I'm like for sure about it. But watch this interview right after Michael Jackson died with a friend of Michael Jackson. Look at his eyes, look at his hands, and understand what he's saying. And bear in mind, he calls himself Dave. When Michael Jackson would be in public with other celebrities, and he would wear a mask or like wear a disguise, he would be called Dave. This is with Larry King. This is right after the fake Michael Jackson allegedly killed himself with drugs. They always have to make it so humiliating for people. Just watch this and let me know what you think. Maybe I'm wrong, but this to me makes a whole lot of sense. Oh, and shout out to Stranger Than Fiction. This is from his channel. Guy does some good work. So this is an interview with Dave right after the fake Michael Jackson.
On TV, but y'all didn't even know who he was.
Check this out.
Go back and watch the CNN of Larry King.
Oh, by the way, there's no better conspiracy guys than black guys. So look at his eyes, look at the disguise. This is right after he died. And listen to how he describes his father, all of it. This is Michael Jackson right here, guys.
The real bad burnt victim that played like Michael Jackson saved him when he was a kid. That's Michael Jackson. It burned him so bad it disfigured him. It tore up his skin. It did everything to him. You understand what I'm telling you?
Watch this.
Also,
watch the interview.
After Michael was cloned, the real Michael Jackson, they bleached his skin so he would look.
Listen, guys, I'm not necessarily on board the clone thing. A lot of people are, especially the black guys. They think half these motherfuckers are cloned. But again, that's neither here nor there. Just I want to let you guys know I'm not. I know they can clone humans. I don't think that's happening right now, but that's Michael Jackson, dude. Watch this.
Like Michael. If you look at the dude who was on Larry King telling you about his childhood.
Okay, just watch the interview.
A criminal, and he.
Listen to this. He says, "My father was a criminal." And listen to the backstory about how he knew Michael Jackson. That's Michael Jackson, dude.
Brando, who was with us almost every.
Watch this.
It burned him so bad it disfigured him. It tore up his skin. It did everything to him. You understand what I'm telling you? And also, after Michael was cloned, the real Michael Jackson, they bleached his skin so he would look nothing like Michael. If you look at the
and just know, like, think about how insane what they were trying to sell us was that Michael Jackson has a fire on a Pepsi set. When else has that ever happened? Never. That doesn't fucking happen. What that happened in the movie Coco, where I don't want to, no spoiler alerts, but there's an accident on set. But and then the Michael Jackson that came out after had white skin, a different nose, a different chin, a high-pitched voice, was fucking insane, danced different, looked different, acted different. Michael Jackson was a Motown black dude, right? And then he became a white girl. And dude, that was the price he had to pay to get the fuck out. Watch this.
Who was on Larry King telling you about his childhood, how Michael Jackson helped him. He looks just like Michael. Just look at his eyes. That's Michael Jackson. He's disfigured. That's how he.
By the way, I may ban Eric Dubé if he doesn't stay on topic. Dubé, much respect, but Eric Dubé says, Owen, why do you feel you have to prepare just to chat with me? I've taken off this morning specifically to talk with you, as you had mentioned Monday. Well, we didn't set it up, and we're talking about Michael Jackson, dude. Stay on topic. Everything isn't about you and your theories about the Earth, Eric. Just fucking stay on topic. Don't make the whole chat about Eric fucking Dubé in Thailand. I give you respect, dude. I want to know more before I talk to you, because this is all completely new for me. We never set up. I said maybe I'd talk to you on Monday. Maybe not. I almost didn't do the chat because I got kind of a cold because I wasn't wearing fucking shoes last night. If you keep talking about the flat Earth during this, you are banned, dude. And that's one warning. One fucking warning. One more, and you're out, Dubé. You're out. And I'll have you on my stream. You can tell me all about the flat Earth. But do not fucking talk about that shit on here while we're talking about Michael Jackson's clone. Have some fucking respect. I respect your crazy-ass theories, and I'm trying to treat you with respect. Treat me with respect, motherfucker, or you're banned for life. Who is your master? Who is your master? Dubé. More like Dubé. Here we go. Respect the chat, Dubé, or you're out. I don't give a fuck how many people like you.
He got done with the Pepsi commercial.
Joining us now here in Los Angeles, Miko Brando, who was with us almost every night after this untimely passing. Longtime Michael Jackson friend attending the funeral. And Dave, yes, that's his name, Dave. He was David Rothenberg. He was set on fire in 1983, suffered, as you can see, terrible scars. Michael Jackson befriended him and paid for a lot of his surgeries. Dave is also attending the burial. Why Dave?
Well, to liberate myself from the confines of my father's criminality.
He caused the fire?
Yeah. He is a criminal, and he caused all this. To free myself of his name and his legacy, I decided to...
So he has a new name, a new legacy. He hates his father, who's a criminal, who caused all of his suffering. He's on Larry King the day Michael Jackson dies. Come on, guys. Come on.
Become my own person through changing my name.
How did he find out about you, Dave?
He heard about me, and he had contacted me and wanted to meet me.
How old were you at the time?
I was about 7 years old at the time.
And were you in the hospital?
I was not in the hospital at the time. I was in interim back and forth from surgery.
And what did he do for you?
Well, basically, he befriended me. He took me into his life, which is very rare for Michael to do. But he opened up his arms to me and accepted me as a very good friend of his.
Think about how he's describing Michael Jackson. He's like, which Michael doesn't do very often. He's talking about himself. I could be wrong on this. I accept that. I don't think I am. I think this is Michael Jackson describing Michael Jackson on the day he died. Like, fake died.
And throughout the years, he never let me go.
Were you surprised, Dave, to hear from him?
He never let me go. This was his alter. This was his MK Ultra other personality that he kept inside of him, that he got to be after the other Michael Jackson was killed. That's Michael Jackson.
7?
Oh, it's a very interesting story, Larry. It was kind of, the visit to his Encino house was very impromptu, and it was kept a secret by my mother. And I had always been kind of admirer of his, not a fan per se, but I always loved his music. And my mother surprised me one day and brought me up to Neverland. And I entered an arcade, and there were all these Paul McCartney records all over this, The Girl Is Mine, and, this and that. And I remember sitting down, and at the time, my favorite video game was Pole Position. And I was playing Pole Position, and I felt a little tap on my shoulder, and I turned around, and there was Michael. And you know what, Larry? At that moment, we embraced, and that embrace never ended throughout our whole entire friendship.
Dave, that is a guy talking about it himself. Someone's saying, look at the pictures. You know how easy it is to fake pictures? You don't have to buy it. I'm not going to call you retarded if you don't buy this one. This is my gut, and this makes sense based on what I know about Hollywood and what I know about deep state shit. You can believe this, and I won't disrespect you, or not believe this. This isn't one of those things where I'm like, how do you not see? This is a hunch I have, and I think that that's Michael fucking Jackson. Straight up. Listen to this shit.
What don't we know about him we should know?
Well, I believe what people fail to realize is that Michael was a human being.
Is this how your friends talk? He's like, Michael embraced me, and that embrace never ended. What people fail to realize that Michael was a human being. My father was a criminal. He did this to me. That's why I'm Dave. When Michael Jackson was alive, his alias was Dave. The odds of that are very, very low. That's a coincidence. Granted, that could be a coincidence, but then you add on the fact that's a burn victim. That's a person in a permanent disguise. That's a person with a similar gentle, high voice, same eyes. And he's talking about dead Michael Jackson as if it's himself and his own inner thoughts and feelings. He's like, the thing that people don't know about Michael is that he was a real human being. We embraced, and that embrace never ended. That isn't how friends talk about friends. He tapped me on the shoulder. Like, come on, dude.
Years, I think he was kind of stigmatized by the media. And I believe that was...
Oh, and for those of you that think that this is like a pedophile situation, I mean, listen, this is going to sound really fucked up, but if Michael Jackson really was a pedophile, why is he going after the burn kid? I mean, that doesn't... I don't know how it works in the pedophile community, but it's like... So, Macaulay Culkin and the burn kid, I don't see the correlation. I know that's a fucked up thought and thing to say, but I'm trying to like work objectively through whether or not that's Michael Jackson. And there's some evidence that Michael Jackson was not a pedophile, that he had an emotional stunting and he related to children. Steven Spielberg wanted him to play Peter Pan. Peter Pan is a very, very creepy character. Peter, penis, Pan, pansexual. It's a fucked up thing. And Neverland and flying through the air with Wendy and the Lost Boys. It's a really, really messed up story when you really think about it. Captain Hook. And Spielberg, who is a pedophile, allegedly, fact, cast Michael, and my theory is they found out he wasn't a pedophile. That happens to me sometimes with actual racists or actual Jew haters. Like, I'll call out Jews hard. Quote the Talmud, make them look me in the eye and be like, do you think Jesus is burning in fire? Huh? You printing fake money there? Huh, Harvey? But I don't hate Jews. And I'll sing a song, That Nigger Stole My Bike. I don't hate black people at all. And so sometimes if someone like confides in me like, yeah, man, niggers have got to go. And I'm like, you made the wrong call on this team, buddy. That's not my team. I'm just hilarious, and I don't follow narrative structure. So I don't call black people niggers. I just won't say N-word like a child. I think that happened to Michael with pedophilia. I think Spielberg was like, this dude gets it. And then they kicked him out. Because I think Michael was like, I just want to love children. I don't want to be inside of children. And Spielberg was like, but eat the bagels and fuck the kids and eat the bagels and fuck the kids. And he's like, no, I don't want to fuck the kids. I want to be the kid because I didn't have a childhood. And so then he wasn't allowed to be Peter Pan. There's a big falling out. He started calling motherfuckers out. You know, I think there's something really weird going on, because even that timeline I realized that doesn't even make sense, because that would have been new Michael Jackson. I don't know how this all works. I don't know how the fuck this all works, guys, but this is weird. Tell me we're not close to something weird with this, because Dave is up to some shit. Michael Jackson, after the burn situation, this other Michael Jackson, what do they clone consciousness? I don't know how the fuck this works. But Spielberg tried to get him in on some shit, and Michael was like, no way. I don't even have a penis. No way. All right, let's keep watching this shit.
That wasn't really helpful to him or to anybody around him. I believe that Michael was a great person. He has never hurt a soul. And
that's Michael Jackson talking. My friends, if I die, even if they're burn victims, and like we bonded over burn victimy shit, wouldn't be like Owen never hurt a soul. He'd be like, Owen shot a pig in the back of the head. And I've seen Owen fuck some people up before. They wouldn't be like, Owen never hurt a soul. No, they'd be like, Owen was a great man. He was a good father, good husband. He had some, had wrestled some demons like we all did. He's fucked some people up in his day. No one would be like, he never hurt anybody. He just wanted to be free. The media, they wouldn't leave him alone. Not buying it.
I am happy to have been his friend for all these years and been a dedicated friend.
One artist who got that opportunity was Akon. A couple of years ago, Michael invited him to a studio in hopes of writing new music. What resulted was one of the most memorable moments of Akon's life.
Like, my favorite moments was the day we actually met, because I didn't expect him to be that cool. You know what I'm saying?
Akon was, he's like the son of royalty out of Africa. I think. I might be wrong on that, but I think. Just check out this story, and then I'll read super chats. Maybe I'll play a little music and call it a night.
I love movies. He was a moviegoer. He loves movies as well. And he was like, yo, man, I got to take you to this theater. This new technology they got is like 4D. Like, it feels like, the images are right in front of you, like you're actually in the mix of it. And I was like, nah, I know 3D. And he's like, no, listen, you got to check this out. I said, well, let's go. And he paused for a minute.
Dave died in 2018 at the age of 33. That's some Masonic shit. Listen, guys, I know what I'm saying doesn't check out logically that smoothly. That's why I will not call you a retard for disagreeing with me on this one. And fuck Akon. I don't want to listen to Akon. Bottom line is, Akon and Michael went out, and whenever he was wearing a disguise, pretending to be someone he wasn't, and he kept saying he was Dave. Okay, that's the bottom line of that story. Akon is annoying. But, what the fuck was I talking about? Yeah. No, I'm a little. This is all very confusing to me. But my instincts say Dave's Michael Jackson. But I have no idea how that all works at all. I don't understand it at all. I'm watching Michael Jackson as a burn victim talk about himself after he died. That's what I just witnessed. I can't explain how it works at all. That's it. So what do you guys think? I don't know. Is Owen drinking every day? I've drank 3 White Claws every day for 2 straight weeks. Because this channel keeps blowing up. I mean, there's 5,300 people watching right now. I've been getting, I've been getting threats and shit, nigga. And I work all day.